warmonger, armed with 4 high-powered firearm barometers. Never stop until I got you locked in. Cult leader.
And everywhere, his words are greeted with enthusiasm.
I'm the cult leader.
His listeners have found a personal revelation in what he has to say.
Cult leader.
You will obey your instinct and try to dominate others.
I'm the motherfucking cult leader.
Such power transforms, elevates, even purifies.
The light taker. Follow us fly planes into skyscrapers. Send you a disease through the mail wrapped inside paper. The gospel preacher. I be the political pioneer. The cult leader. You can believe in me. Shit, you can't kill me.
The leader.
Ever. Cult leader.
The leader. The champion of the underdog.
I'm the cult leader.
Who tried to show the path of truth to amaze all mankind.
Cult leader.
Scorned, ridiculed, and condemned.
I'm the motherfucking cult leader.
Words are inadequate to convey the majesty of the
Cult leader.
The leader. The leader.
I'm the cult leader.
You're worthless! You're less than nothing! What's keeping you here? You don't belong here! Why don't you just quit? 'Cause I got no place else to go!
Dramatic pause. Hey there, imaginary friends. I was thinking if I should stream. Wanted to make a little break. So just decided to stream before I had, a couple of things I wanted to talk about and, had some concepts, but not anymore. So this just might as well be, just saying hi, because I probably would feel the urge to stream during the week. And because this is a small channel, it's better to try and catch that weekend wave. So, I just decided to do it now, no matter how it goes, because I don't know really what I'm gonna talk about and if I should at all. Maybe we'll go into games soon enough and see what and how. Or we may enjoy the silence. I could have just as easily just play the song, but that wouldn't be fair. let's stay like this. So let's go through the timeline first. Hope you hear me well. So yeah, the intros. The intros, one is the song I found recently. Strangely enough, the creators seem to be connected with something else I encountered recently. And you know, you heard it. I like it. And like a bad DJ, I connected it with a bad DJ and a bad playlist with the other clip and me talking like this. So the other one is I don't know if I used it before, doesn't matter. I talked about it certainly, about the monopoly in gaming. And that's the point. Fuck. I forgot to turn down the volume. Now you know how I feel. Sorry about that one. I tried to at least control the sound, but there's always something. But let's hope that's the only fuck up. Yeah, let's get back in. Damn, time flies. So yeah, that's the thing. I have talked about everything really, over and over and over again. This is what I wanted to say for that other stream, because now exactly I'm going to talk over and over and over about the same shit. Maybe recolor it a bit and reskin it a bit. But like I also said, maybe I did start certain narratives. Some things are in the open now, and some things people are talking about anyway. There's a bunch of stuff I didn't talk and was planning on talking for a long time, and I hear other people talking about it, which is great. The important thing is that it's out there. So like I said, I wanted to do something else. I don't want to go in circles because it's clearly pointless, it seems. I'm planning on doing some other stuff, stream wise and otherwise. But that aside, let's first talk about everything that comes to mind, and then maybe check the text document. And first of all, talk about why are we here. And yeah, that cult leader awfully sounded like coke dealer. Maybe that was the intent or the original. They tend to change the, though maybe not these guys. Sometimes they change the lyrics to be a bit more user friendly and producer friendly. That's what I meant. I tend to not finish my thoughts and wanted to make sure that although it was pretty evident, self-evident what I wanted to say, I still wanted to make sure that it is said. Hopefully when the reset happens again it won't be as loud. Yeah, why are we here? Yeah, let's try and make some timeline. Don't worry, we are safe here. This is a private game. Private yacht. Living the life of rich and famous. Megabytes to burn, baby. Yeah, I didn't play Fortnite in a while. When I do, I would just go into Lego Fortnite and go around. And maybe because I didn't really play that much anyway, I don't know how what useful is. And because I'm very, very far behind and saw some FOMO stuff, I don't really care, but still, you know, I wanted to give it a bit of a go. So here the expression is bury the hole, mečka na rupi, and it signifies the positioning, gatekeeping really. So that's where the entrepreneurial kids are scamming the, I don't know really what's going on there, but let's talk about it this way. Scamming the other fellow kids. So I have no clue what's going on, but I wanted to delve myself into some easy experience. That's what I hope I'm gonna at least be able to talk about here and now. The difference, it's much nicer when you can paint a picture. So like I said, and maybe there's a trick, I don't know if this is intended or not, if I should talk about it or not. I don't want to ruin it, But then again, I don't think there's that much to be ruined. I don't know if I get any AFK experience here. I get some when I do certain things. I will probably go through the yacht here in the map and stuff. As you might have noticed, I don't know if I can get that island coin. And maybe for you Warcraft 3 players, okay, I don't wanna go into stuff like that too. I had let's say pleasure of experiencing even Warcraft 2. Maybe one day I'll tell all the stories. I'm trying to stick to the subjects recently and not go too wide. So in the, I think, first map that I talked about previously at some point in Warcraft 3, at the top. Is this too loud? For me it is. I have lowered it way to 30, I think. Hopefully it's not as loud for you. Beware, beware. I feel like a female streamer. Whisper, whisper, scream. So let's show it. So on that map, on I think right top, not sure, it was, you could see it without the cheats, with cheats even easier, but if you were to go to the top right, not really corner, but the most northeast that you could see a small island. You could see anyway the orca killer whale swimming, but after it there's an island with a bandit, and there was the chest with that said, you know, fat loot, PH and EW, fat loot, and when you clicked on it, it said something like the fattest loot, or loot, something like that. So that was kinda nice, and I'm thinking this is probably it. I didn't really try, but you saw my attempt, and I don't know if there's something else I could do to get there. Not that I am even collecting the ones that are here now. You can always reset. So yeah, so let's first go into the practicals, because this is FOMO, and maybe there is someone from Fortnite watching this. If you can, what is it, you know, pro gamer tip, unlock as many, I don't know if it's unlocked already or you have to unlock it, those chapters for the Ninja Turtles create code stuff where you get those ooze from create a map. So I have unlocked 4, I think, and they go simultaneously. Then I came here and all the 4 bars progressed, so I was able to get through the other half of the like battle pass. There's a battle pass in your battle pass that Pimp My Ride me, so I was able to go through the other half in probably less than an hour, maybe 2 hours, I'm not sure, just by doing this. So if you are a Fortnite player, you have today and tomorrow and I don't know how much more to do it pretty fast. So unlock the creator code stuff, go into some app, I recommend this one, and get that tools. So that's the TLDR pretty much. And now to ramble. And beware 5-minute mark, loud sounds. So first we're gonna go literal, then we're gonna go metaphorical. So yeah, I wanted to pick a map. And what do you do then? You go to, I don't know, YouTube, let's say, or some other place. I tried looking it up in the most certainly not Microsoft Edge. They really want to push that shit, talking about the monopolies and stuff. Some people are really used to having a monopoly. So I looked it up, and there was a, I think, TikTok or something on one of the sites. So I followed it there and even looked a bit more, and I specifically typed no timer, because most of the time you'll get some 900 seconds timer. What I presume is, and these are some key moments, I often forgot what I wanted to talk about myself. So they need that fake, I presume it's for you to waste your time there, for them, and you know, sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's exactly the fucking point. I presume that's it. I have no clue, and even if it's not, doesn't matter. So they put that 900-second timer. How much that is in minutes, you probably know someone that knows someone that knows someone that can do math. They are out there. Maybe we'll get into that as well. I mentioned that many times before. I'm not playing the game to do math. There are people that love it, but I don't think there are that many of them. And I don't want to go to school to play the game. Pick it up and go. You know, you play games to have fun. That's exactly the point. Yeah, fuck it. We're talking about it. It seems that some people, the only thing they know and are comfortable with and think they need it for the game are some complicated systems. Let's leave it at that now. So I typed specifically no timer, and guess what? There was a timer. And usually you also need to go through some steps. So I'm also wondering if there's maybe something secret to do here to go somewhere else. I don't know, it doesn't matter. because like I said, I don't want to go to school to play a game. I don't want to go look it up to see if there's something somewhere. And all those videos are like that, you know, first 900 seconds timer, and then you have to do this, and then you have to do this, and then you have to do this, and then you have to do this. So I just, you know, said, you know what, fuck it. So I went into the game, and it was late at night. So I said, you know, there has to be some kind yeah, in the video there wasn't. I forgot to say that. In the video there was no timer. And I looked, you know, I searched for no timer. And when I got into that map, there was a timer. So clickbait, fuck. But I left right away. And then I thought, you know, let's see where the people are. Surprise! So I thought, you know, let's see. Fuck, I lowered the sound a bit more. I saw this Nightmare Fuel a while back. Have no clue what it is, but sleep well. So you're not watching this anyway, so it's okay. Sorry for the sound though. I've lowered it to 35, so hopefully there will be no issues for you. So yeah, where were we? So yeah, I thought there will be a way to see where the people are by some numbers, but no luck there. And then I saw it. Meme. That's some nice marketing. I just clicked on it because it said meme. And as you can see, there is a bunch of them. And there's some, you know, you saw it, you know, some head sticking out of the toilet. And because one of those scam maps had that too, I thought, you know, I probably shouldn't, but I did anyway. And I'm glad I did. Now, there probably is some hidden shit to do to go somewhere else, but I don't want to do it. And I don't want to look it up. I'm fine with this XP. But that's literally me. Now let's go to the metaphorical part, because that's exactly the fucking point. Some lazy, untalented scammer developers versus yeah, someone, and I have no clue, but just for the point, someone a bit more creative, someone that does the same but in a much better way. So there is no timer here. You still, I hope you get some AFK experience, and you get stuff to do. Maybe it's repetitive, maybe it's dumb and boring, but it's much better than the alternative. So you still get the experience. You still waste time, but in a much, much better way. You want to spend time here. So that's my main point. Maybe I'll check the text document to talk other stuff. Maybe I'll try to remember other things. But in the meantime, we'll go around and check this map. And yeah, I was stubborn. I really don't like these kind of experiences, and I really stuck to those boring Fortnite challenges and shit, and they are really boring and stupid. This is much more preferable. Probably overall gives the same experience, but this is also the difference I was talking about when it comes to that gold making and versus quests. Some people wanna go around and read the quest text and go there, then there, then there. Others just wanna sit in a place and press a couple of buttons and watch something else on TV or on other monitor. For you red bourgeoisie fake gamers, that was a bit much. It's probably connected with some other stuff I wanted to talk about, so it went out now. Let it stay there like that. There's probably something, but yeah, it's all a matter of perspective. But I'm not the one with data. I can only assume and be subjective. They have all the data they need, and they can choose to ignore it. Yeah, well, talking about WoW, now that it came to mind. Okay, 3 minutes. Be ready. So, yeah, I had a couple of images in my mind. Okay, 3. Before I forget, first one, I hope I am not making ASMR. I should drink something soon, but I don't wanna stop now. First one is, I don't know if they rely on systems in WoW so much because they're used to it, they themselves prefer it, they think it works, or they are afraid that something else would happen if they weren't doing it. There are probably other options, but I don't want to talk about it now. There are people that do math, but like I said, not that many. And it's like, those ancients, some old men in white robes slowly, following some ritual. They're like undead, barely any hair, and the little hair there is, it's gray, white. And they slowly move, holding something in their hand. They come to some kind of altar let's say 3 of them, and they each place something on it, some kind of small one like a coffee table or something, and then some brute, or I don't know, some creature stumbles to the altar, takes it, and hastily stumbles out, raises it in the air and says, "Metal!" It feels like that. 13 seconds. I lowered it for you. We'll see what happens. This time I'm ready. Bam. So that's one. The other one is I fucking forgot. Okay, well, I forgot it. Let's drink something. When it comes to ladders, Overwatch is the worst. They have some microscopic ones. Fortnite, they also have their moments. But WoW is making stuff smaller and smaller. Who for? You're like that old haunted house. You have undead in it. I'm fucking illegally blind. I don't think others are in much better position. What are you doing? And I have a strong suspicion that people, I mean, play your game. Don't just make something to make it and get rid of it. Use it. See how it feels. We're in the meme country now. Let's spend some time here now. There's one more place I want to show you, and I don't know. Yeah, what else? Yeah, I wanted to say, don't really expect too much from anything. Yeah, I know, a positive thought, something to shine the light for you in the darkness ahead. Because, you know, every game will have their own issues. With WoW, they can do whatever they want. And I'm not expecting anything. I'm in that, you know, Zen Buddhism stage now. You know, floating like that last stage of Avatar. You know, they can do whatever they want, and I don't even expect changes from other games. Will those come or not? Who knows? But you know, like I said, Monopoly isn't good, and it's a shame I forgot a bunch of stuff, doesn't matter. But the variety can hopefully lead to something. Apparently there are quite a few games that appear that might push things into better direction, at least variety wise. And as for the Starship Troopers, I had those. There are 2 sequels. I watched them long ago. I think I still have them on some hard drive on some failed PC somewhere. Didn't get to delete them, together with some season of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The second part I think is a bit different, if I remember correctly, with that sugar and stuff. I barely remember. The third part, the first one, I remember the most. And it really, you know, I guess it's pretty clear. Always has been. It's just, you know, the critical mass and the evidence and the stuff like that matters as well. Do we talk about that too when it comes to politics? Because that's the... And also this has been said. I avoid talking about it because there's probably somewhere else that it has been explained in detail and exactly how it is. I just dabble in it based on inspiration. And the thing is, if you say something now, they're gonna say, it's a conspiracy, although that has been debunked, that trick, for a long time, since the grassy knoll. And but then when there is evidence, everybody will say, we knew that all along. And we did, but it wasn't in the open as much, and they could just slap a sticker onto you. So that's about the politic part of the stream. But the position is thieved, so you are under arrest. I will show you the trick. Okay, we have 30 rounds to go. And yeah, we should probably end this soon, so I'll see if I can find some other inspiration, and I don't know, you know the deal. We went through the mandatory hour. Remember the 20-minute streams? Dark times. So yeah, that is it. Will those, yeah, because they really went into certain extremes. The fucking space travel development time. Game development as if you're going to Mars or I don't know, some other galaxy. Make a smaller game. That's how I see it. Of course, everyone will do as they see fit. Maybe it's not as simple for every game, but and one more thing. Okay, let's talk about. I had some images, but I forgot. At least one thing is out of the way. Doesn't matter. Maybe I'll remember some other time. Yeah, it was mentioned. I watched the video about Season of Discovery, and it was mentioned Modern Minus, and if you were to retrace your steps, there's probably a direct point where things started going bad. Now, depending on personal preferences, that point may not be the same for everyone, but I think objectively there's probably some place that someone started taking the wrong turns. Yeah, I just remembered. Good. You know how some cars have that, I don't know how to say it, gear shift, and some are, covered with some, I don't know, let's say, skin or something. Leather. I'm sorry for that image. There. Some leather or something like that. It's covered so you can see it, so you go by the feel. But there are the cars with the where you can exactly see those paths, let's call them that. Words hard. English is not my mother tongue. So you exactly know where to go, where to push, and but it also is confining, if that's how you say it. So it seems sometimes some development feels like that. You have to go here, and then you have to go here, and then you have to go here, and then you have to do this. One expansion you have to have allied race, then you have to have new class, then you have to have new system, then you have to so it feels sometimes like that. never was here before. So I guess that's it. This is what happens when you don't have a game plan, but then again, maybe for me it's a bit easier. Yeah, about the Dark Mirror. Let's talk about that. I didn't like the story. I really liked old Nathanos. What was going on there, who knows, but it was clear that even before, there was some Garrosh versus Sylvanas fanboying battling, or maybe I'm wrong. That's how it feels. Maybe it wasn't like that. I talked about it too, but whether it has been a self-insert or not, it's not only what but how. And old Nathanos, when I talked about this, old Nathanos I really liked. The new one, not at all. I didn't like that story, and I didn't like the new direction. Whoever was behind it. And it was clear to me what was going on because of the rumors that there is some difference of opinions, and okay, I know I sometimes go too far, but in not naming people, but when I saw that someone from advisory role got also an official role and a higher role than the rest of the team, that also was a pretty significant sign what the deal is. Okay, let's just check the. Okay, let's first get into game. Yeah, I just didn't finish one more thing, and that will be all. When I do agree, and I'm not gonna anymore say, I talked about this already, because I did about most of the things. You think that you do, but you don't. That is true. I do think that the only reason that practically has turned out not to be true is because the really shitified the modern one. But other than that, I think most people prefer the convenience and stuff like that. So you do want all the convenience or big, okay, maybe not all, maybe it's overwhelming, but a lot of convenient stuff you do want. So in some regards, I think that Modern Minus is not that far off, but they have the opportunity now to go step by step, and they are bound to make some mistakes, of course, but now they can go back. So I think that you think that you do but you don't is true, and that people do want Modern Minus, but how exactly, that is the question. Maybe I should have said that when we were at the mirror, but doesn't matter. Have fun.